Hey yo, what's up? You know it is your boy TDG in the building. Welcome back to Run That Rex, everybody. Now, remember a long time ago, a few videos back, we had a discussion, a very small, albeit one, about cause and effect, right? Now remember we talked about because we defeated Chill Penguin, it froze the ice in Flame Mammoth stage, right? Something else might have happened when I put a bullet through Storm Eagle's head. Remember, at this point, there used to be a swordfish base in the sky. It is true what they say, that what goes up must ultimately come down somewhere. Today, we seek to answer the question, where did the swordfish base land after I blew it the fuck up? But we'll get those answers in a second. But as we do always, we have to check out our Maverick of the day, Sparkman Driller, if you were playing Rockman X. So let us do just that, shall we? Alright. Sparkman Drill, height 10 feet, weight 646 pounds. His attacks are the electric spark and the dash punch. Punchy, 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 punchy. I just had to. That's just one thing I would love to easily forget about Maverick Hunter X. Seriously. But enough about that. Let us go off on our journey to find out what happens when you shoot things out of the sky. Now, here's an interesting story about that, which I can't tell because I have to explain something first. As we have already determined at this juncture, is that, like I said, when you defeat certain Mavericks, it has an effect on other states. Again, we talked about the effect that Chill Penguin has on Flame Mammoth stage. And now what you're seeing is the effect of what happens when you defeat Storm Eagle. The Swordfish base falls through a power plant. We're not going to get into a 10-minute logic conversation about if a sky base falls into a power plant and you expect it to explode. Like, boom, 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 explode no longer exists. We're not even going to get into the logic argument behind that. Just know, and like we'll get into later, that because we defeated Storm Eagle first, is that we have completely changed how this level works. That things are different now, but we'll get into discussing the comparisons of the stage as it is normally before you defeat Storm Eagle and after. And I've done enough talking. Get to work. Now, today, kids, I'd like to tell you about the prolific dreams of a 10-year-old boy. That 10-year-old boy being me, of course. Is that I remember, as bright as day, is that I ultimately had what I figured out years later was a dream. That there was a cutscene in this game that depicted that the swordfish base falls through this power plant. It was like a couple years ago, I actually went and tried to research this and tried to figure out, like, was this something that was in Rockman X? Was it something that, that I dreamed up? And I did a couple of things. I did some research. I played Rockman X. I even asked Vicky Nan because I just really, really wanted to know, like, was I seeing that? Did I dream it? Was it something that actually existed in the games? And the answer is no, it doesn't. But it's really cool, to know that as a 10-year-old kid that I could think something like that up. I got hit, now you're dead. See that? You're done. In and out. But I always thought about it. I can still close my eyes and even see the cutscene in my head. 18 years later. Oh God, I just told you how old I was. Not that it matters. But, is that, that's just one thing I really love about video games and how they spark the imagination, how they spark our imagination and stuff like that. And also, I wanted to shout out Vicky Nan for taking my repeated question about that. But that was like 2 years ago. She'll probably forget she even took it, but shout out to her anyway. And talking about shout outs and thanks, both use the boomerang cutter, but I'm cool, so I'll jump up there until I get it right. Nourish. And that's Heart Tank number 6. Awesome. But, you know, I just really wanted to just talk about that. And since I have this time now, I guess that's one other thing we could talk about that I wish I would have talked about instead of concentrating on things like, you know, trying to jump over chasms with ice. About how much I love this game soundtrack. This soundtrack is just so fucking awesome, dude. It's like everything is just rock out and bass like, and it's so fucking cool. I'm like, I'll sit up some days and just listen to the soundtrack just for fun because it's so cool. But we can talk about that in a second. Hi, Sparkman Drill. Don't do nothing ever again, alright? No. See? Electric monkeys on ice that explode. Please tell me that shit ain't awesome. And with that, Sparkman Drill's done. Mission accomplished. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we acquire the power of the electric spark. I like the electric spark. I don't really get much use of it outside of, you know, defeating Sparkman. Not defeating Sparkman. We just beat him outside of defeating Armored Armadillo, but it does have its uses in the Sigma stages, so, you know, you'll be seeing a little bit of that. And with that, as we always do, let us get to write down our password of the day. 7447-1576-8146. Look at that. Piece of cake. Well, as we say bye-bye to the password screen, and hello back to the Maverick Select, and celebrate a little victory, because Maverick number 6 down. Next time, as we've already stated, I will be taking on Armored Armadillo. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, that one's going to take a little bit longer because there are some things about that stage that need to be explained. And plus, you know, spoiler alert, even after we beat it, we got to go back to it. So, you know, don't worry about that. So, as usual, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, watching Run That Rex. Thank you for listening to the prolific dream of a genius. I appreciate that. So, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get out of here. You know what it is, your boy TDG. Journey into the mind of a psychopath killer, word spiller, mentality munchiller, case you could ever imagine in your wildest dreams. Yo, don't blame me, man. I'll listen to some D12 before I start recording, you know. It just popped out. Don't worry about it. But for real, yo, we out here. You know what it is, your boy TDG. Run That Rex. Holla at y'all next time. Peace out.